Hello and welcome to Experience Share. Welcome to Old Hisui.
Hisui!
Oh, it's quiet time here. I shouldn't do that.
Oh, it's nap time.
Yeah, well, we call it quiet time now. He's not required to nap. Honestly, mostly just yells down at us about things.
That's what I would do.
My name is Dialgreen.
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 Yeah.
Dialga, aka Tanner Greenring. And I'm joined by you.
Me.
Fialkia. Fialkia.
Fialkia. Palkia.
Yeah.
Kinda.
AKA Joshua Fialstead.
I mean, you had to do it. There are two main buddies.
Yeah.
Protagonists, antagonists.
Cosmic, like, horrors? I don't know what they are. They don't really get into it in this game either. But we know what they are. And we had to throw time bombs at... Which one? Palkia.
We both fought Dialga.
Palkia
is the one that we fought normally.
And caught. Well, caught first.
Yeah. Palkia.
And then the other, the dark one, the quadped. No, are they both quadpeds?
No, Palkia's bipedal. That's it.
Yeah.
When it's the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
we'll
once again.
It. Well, what a week! What a week for Doug. Whew.
Yeah, lay it on me, String Bean.
I mean, I felt like I was just quelling beasts, and now I'm just like being betrayed by my closest chefs.
Wow, we were betrayed by a number of people, I would say.
I know.
Yeah, we got into some tussles this week.
You want to talk about it?
I suppose.
My name is Tanner Greenring. This is Experience Share. This is episode 200, by the way. And
yeah, episode 200. We should talk about that.
What a fitting episode to be our 200th, our bicentennial.
It is our bicentennial. Well put.
And
Can't
what
believe
we did to celebrate was trap ourselves in old Hisui forever.
That's what it seems like. I mean, I don't want to skip ahead too much, but there's, I would say, a number of plot elements that remain somewhat mushy. Even though this was like, we did technically the final mission, the Counterpart.
Oh, credits rolled. Yeah.
Yeah, we tacked it on because we did Atop Mount Coronet, which is what we said we were doing, and then it just rolls right into the Counterpart. And neither was really super long.
No, it was a pretty quick little outro.
Yeah.
Well, you got to kind of wander around a little bit. They send you across the map a little bit.
You Bebop and Scott all over Hisui.
Welcome to Old Hisui. We are still exiled. Doug, Farmer, and Soren are in the wind, off the grid, and I was going to say
hiding
being hunted,
in the
but not really.
Retreat with Mother Kojita.
But then we get a urgent message from, I don't care who, Laventon, Ray,
Celine, one of them.
Someone comes up and they're like, hey, Komodo's like absolutely gone mad.
Yeah, he's totally lost it.
He's like donned his ceremonial like samurai outfit and he just was marching up to the top of Mount Coronet to like finally close that hole once and for all.
Yeah, he decides to take on the hole all by himself.
Gotta give it to the guy, you know? He's got a dream and it's to close that hole. It reminds me of, remember when they were making Skyrim and Todd Howard just kept saying like, see that mountain? You can climb it. That's like Komodo's attitude. He doesn't gets it. He's had wait enough. Around for some pixies to give him like a red chain.
No, he doesn't believe in all that crap.
Job done. So we are, I think, temporarily, at least.
Yeah. Our banishment is lifted. We get a reprieve. So we're able to cash in quests and take on a few new ones.
March down Main Street, downtown Jubilife. People are like, oh, is that Doug Farmer? He's back? Yeah, buddy. He's back.
Oh, yeah.
You can't keep a good Doug down. Is that a saying?
That's not the famous phrase that I'm most familiar with when it comes to Doug. But I'm sure it's, it's in the mix. It's in the mix.
Yeah. Doug was feeling pretty hot to trot. Back in Jubilife. It was nice to like see some old friends. People were really excited to see me. People were really pretty excited for me to get up that mountain and take care of Komodo too, though.
That girl, Cece, she was super proud and excited of me for finding all there is to know about Magikarp, which I ranted about last episode. Took care of that.
Right.
I also discovered that The Wisp quest
Yep.
gives you
rewards
for.
It feels like you're on the slippery slope.
Is it too early?
Ranking.
Is it too early to do request ranking?
Well, we are back in Jubilife.
Yeah.
We're checking in. We're cashing in some quests. Is there anything fetching?
Maybe it's time.
Let's do it. Request ranking.
Request ranking.
Quiet time.
Right. Quiet time. I can scream.
All right. Best request.
I finally got to cash in Traces of a Lost Village, which I've talked about for like 3 episodes. Did you do it?
I still haven't. No.
Okay.
I was making my my crony do all the legwork for me first.
Is that me? Is that Soren?
What happens?
It's I found that this one was a delight. I mean, we both know that I love lore, and I think that this one was a pretty clever way of like tying in lore in the game to also I guess not real life, but real life folklore, but it's, still, made up probably. But Frostlass, if you recall, is based on a yokai, Japanese legend.
She's got a yokai look about her.
Yuki Onna, I think is what it was.
Ghosty.
And in this quest, you like follow around a couple of snow runts that like lead you to different areas in the Alabaster Icelands, and you find like an old tattered journal, and then you fight a Frostlass, and then you take the journal back to someone in Jubilife, and they're basically like, "Oh, this is interesting. Like, why would a Pokemon ever have a human's journal?" And I think that the implication, like, it's a cool story, but it's also sort of like messed up. I think that the implication is that whether you can now, it's unclear, but at least back in the even old-timier days of Hisui, people could marry Pokemon, I think. And like the Frostlass.
Maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe old Hisui is like, who was it? John Smith or whoever who like went to Utah and was like, I'm going to set up a colony here where we're going to marry whomever we want.
Yeah.
However many of them as we want. I'm sorry to any Mormons who listen. I don't know the faith very well.
Hisui is Utah. There we go. And so it's like this Frostlass is still like haunting the slopes of where this old village used to be, that is also implied it was like destroyed by some other, like an avalanche. So I think like an Abomasnow did it.
Wow, you can marry Pokemon there, huh?
And it's like lamenting the loss of its spouse, which I guess is what the yokai, the folklore is. So
Wait.
It's worth looking up.
Snow is married to the Frostlass?
No.
Man is married to the Frostlass.
I think my understanding is that I think the village was destroyed by a rampaging Abomasnow or something that could use avalanche, and then the Frostlass is like looking for its old lost mate.
I see.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting. I like it when they really steer into the lore.
I guess let's do it. We haven't done it in a while, maybe a couple seasons.
Oh no.
Fur Affinity Check.
Welcome back, Admin Tanner.
You're logging in on Frostlass?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr. Squirt, credentials still saved.
Oh.
Wow. Immediately just upon logging in, I just like the creativity. Frostlass.
They put some bazongas on Frostlass. I'll tell you what.
A lot of them put a lot of big bazongas on Frostlass. Wow. Wow. A lot to take in on this page, actually. Sort of overwhelming.
Very sensual, I would say.
Why does fucking Miltank always get caught in the fucking crosshairs on these things?
Well,
Every
I think
search,
probably the udders.
If you ever go to furaffinity.net and log in and do any search for any Pokemon, you will 100% of the time get Miltank in the results.
The udders probably have something to do with it, I think, as we know, because this is, if you really think about it, the inspiration for Fur Affinity Check was Whitney back in Gold and Silver with the Miltank.
But it wasn't the inspiration for Fur Affinity. It doesn't mean they have to show us a Miltank every time we do a search.
No, but I think that's what makes like
Frostlass, by the way,
Miltank a particular canon within the community.
All right, let's get out of here.
Eject.
We've done it. We checked it. There's only 2 pages of results, so
I'm surprised there weren't more pregnant Frostlasses. There's a couple.
I saw a couple. Yeah.
No diapers.
None. All right, back in the village.
What's Doug Farmer's best request?
I walked into the Team Galaxy headquarters.
Galaxy Team.
Just Galaxy Team headquarters.
Yeah.
To check in with Baggins, see how everyone is doing. Check in with Beauregard.
Oh yeah, this is the time where like not only is Baggins upgrades for the inventory, like I think I'm up to 30,000, maybe 32.
Yeah, outside of my
But I don't think I really need any more. Like I didn't actually hit the limit this time.
Oh, I haven't hit the limit in weeks. But I also haven't like encountered a portal in a while. I have been pretty locked into cutscenes.
Yeah, this was very story heavy. I did not get to do a lot of just random roaming around.
I walked into Galaxy Team headquarters and posted up by the door, just like giving me the hardest look, was this Lucario.
Oh,
no
yeah.
one in sight.
I did this.
It's just like a wild Lucario.
Just hanging
standing
out.
inside this building. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you walk up to it and it like honestly like steps up to you, goes toe to toe to you like P. Diddy did in that one music video where he went toe to toe with Godzilla.
Oh wow, I forgot about that one. For the Godzilla, the movie with Matthew Broderick?
1998 one. Yeah. And it was like a Led Zeppelin hook or something that he rapped over.
I think that's right. Yeah. No. Isn't that it? Yeah.
That's what it was like, and right as like where I'm like, just about to like clock this Lucario, or not me, Doug Farmer. Sorry, he's a hothead, Doug.
And so is this Lucario, I would say.
This Lucario too. They were about to just like put hands on each other.
Yeah.
And then finally, someone like
speaking of Fur Affinity, yeah.
We could not like if we went and searched Lucario on Fur Affinity, it would just like melt their servers.
Oh,
my ISP.
We can't do
call.
that one.
They'd be like, they want to send through like 7 terabytes of Lucario porn. I approve.
Send it.
A guy
it's
interrupts
for research.
and he's like, "Hey, you two, if you're gonna fight, at least fight with Pokemon, and at least go to the training ground." So we go out there. It's a pretty tough fight. It's a level 60. I don't remember.
68, 65. It was comparable to our actual levels.
Yeah, it was a big Lucario, but it was just one of them, and it was easy.
Yeah, I think it picked off one of my Mon, but then I took care of it. There were a couple of good fights, I would say, on this leg.
It was fun. But it was fun to get meme bugged and then go fight this thing. The one downside I would say is I don't remember what we said the name of the Pokemon game producer was a few episodes ago.
Oh,
who designed the portals? But
I'm blanking too. That was me. I role played as him.
Yeah, sorry. Usually, when you make a mission like this, I expect, sir. Sorry.
Thank you. I demand respect.
I expect to be given the Pokemon afterwards.
Oh, 100%.
Not training grit or whatever.
Grit pebbles.
Grit
I think is
dust,
what it was.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I caught a Riolu at some point. They're out there. But yeah, I wanted this Lucario. I felt like that was deserved. So,
did you bump into Beauregard?
This was still your best request, though?
Doug's always up for a fight.
Just simple, classic kind of a quest. I had like
walked away feeling empty-handed, but
there was, I think, right around here because you. I always check in with Beauregard when I come back. And I chatted with him this time, and then he gave me a request because he was like, I've been hearing that maybe Beautifred is what mine is called. Might be a Cascoon. And I think it's a Silcoon, and I know that Silcoon's what evolves into Beautifly. But just to be sure, can you show me a Silcoon? Yeah, and then you show him a Silcoon, which I already had, fortunately. And he's just immediately like, uh-oh. Looks like I might have to change the name of Beautifred here because it looks like it's going down a Dustox path, a dark path.
Wow, fucking like anti-Dustox.
But to his credit,
behavior.
That's what you think is going to happen. But then he like takes a second to think about it, and he's like, you know what? I love you, buddy. Like, no matter what you look like, you're my pal. So it's kind of a cute. I hope that we get to see the end of that line and that it actually does evolve for that story.
Well, we didn't because we beat the game this week, Josh, and credits rolled. So
still a Cascoon.
Unfortunately, we'll never get to know. Worst
Worst request.
They let me back into this fucking city.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to come back. They begged me to come back.
We're so
and the
sorry.
first thing that happens is some old lady's like, there's a ghost here. It's a ghost chime. It lives
and it's
here.
keeping me up all night.
Yep. Can you get it somewhere else? And then she made me hoof it around the entire fucking village. Everyone laughing at me the entire time. Humiliating. It was like when Cersei walked through King's Landing and everyone like threw fruit at her.
Good one. Yeah, you have to. It's at home under the eaves, right? You have to follow this chime show all over town, trying to find where to unload it, like where it will live.
No one wants this fucking thing,
so that it won't keep this old lady up all night with its dingalings.
She ends up just taking it back, though.
Yeah, she realizes like after
you end
all
up
that,
at the
that
house
she, likes
next
it.
door, and then she's like, "Oh, I actually like it," so she takes it back. Wasting my time. You know
that was
who I
a waste.
Am. You know who's in my fucking pocket right now, lady? Palkia.
Right.
No, not at that point, I guess.
No, I guess not. But in any case,
we have to get up that mountain first. What's your
in any case,
request?
like we're king shit. Like I don't have time for this chime show escort.
Yeah, you know my opinion on Pokemon in the village in the first place. You know, get them out of here.
Speaking of somebody who I want to get out of town, my worst request was battling the security corps' secret weapon. Did you do this?
I don't remember who was it.
It's over at the training ground. Zissou gives you the mission. They're like, you think that you're king shit? Like, let me show you this secret weapon that we've been developing. And then it's a guy, Ress, who's like the gatekeeper of the town. And you have to just fight him. And he has a Bidoof, a Shinx, and a Starly, and they're all level 63.
Wow.
And
high levels.
Yeah, the Bidoof was funny. I think they're all buffed to some extent. The Bidoof, like, peeled off a Mon because it had Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam.
Like fucking like Exploud in like season 3 or whatever.
That's
just learn everything.
That's right. Yeah. So this was just like, what is this quest? Is the joke that these Pokemon are all bad, or why am I being bothered with this?
That dude's like, how about this? That dude's the front gate guy.
Yeah.
So he doesn't venture far from the front gate. So he's only getting like the
chaff that just runs around there.
Intro level Pokemon, Bidoofs and Starlies.
Yeah,
and then he just had nothing to do but grind it up. 63 here on the training grounds.
I guess similar to your worst request nomination, I just felt like this was like beneath me. Like, don't bother me with this.
I got places to be. I got Lucarios to battle.
Like, is this a joke? Like, is this some sort of a prank? Like, I have to go close this big hole.
Ooh, speaking of closing that hole, Josh, should we climb that mountain?
Yeah, let's do it.
Whew. I mostly just rode my bird up here.
Yeah, me too.
I should follow my sword a little bit.
Okay. I love it when you do that.
Or fall off my braviary. Haha. A few episodes ago, when we got the braviaries, I said that it sucks that it doesn't have the Skyward Sword mechanic, where as you're falling, you can't call your braviary to catch you.
Oh, like it doesn't prompt you, is what you said. Yeah.
But it does. I don't know why I said that. It absolutely does.
I guess you just hadn't fallen from a high enough distance yet.
Or I think I was like riding my weird ear at the time, and maybe it doesn't do it then, but yeah, it's got no problem doing that. I still think that the mechanic around this is like, I get it. I get that it's like hard to just like let someone just fly around uninhibited, but having to constantly like land on the side of a mountain, like Sneasler up long enough to like grab on and then like use Braviary to shoot up again and like Sneasler up. It's like, it's more tedious than fun.
Yeah, I still don't think that both are justified. It's nice that it will trigger if you get to a cliff with Braviary, and then you can just switch over to Sneasler and then scale it. But at the same time, it's like, isn't the solution to this just giving Braviary the ability to like ascend or descend more easily rather than having Sneasler at all?
I guess they just wanted us to go up the paths, but it's like, I'm going to like find every shortcut I can. Give me a dot on the top of a mountain. I can climb that mountain. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's climb the mountain. Who's at the top? Well, we know Komodo's up there. That's what we're up here to do. It's Mount Coronet too, which is the one that has
we're summiting it.
The big hole above it.
Yeah, the spear pillar is what our modern day listeners may know it as.
Yeah, but it's called Temple of Sinnoh, right?
Yeah.
In the old time.
Yeah, you have to go through a gauntlet to get up there. And you meet with Volo, who's chill. I love
waiting
Volo.
for this guy to turn on me.
And you also are, or rather, Melli thrusts himself back into the fucking story.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I put this a little later, but Melli's I put him as my trainer Panger.
trainer
because he's a pain in my ass.
Yeah, this is one of the I guess at this point technically well-written antagonists in the series, because I just hate this guy and he just keeps getting worse.
Everyone does. He walks into camp and says something mean, and Adamant's just I am your leader. I run the Diamond Clan, Melli, and you're in the Diamond Clan, so shut up. But
yeah,
he didn't.
He's like, oh, well, if anything goes wrong, the great Melli will be here for moral support, at least. It's like, I crushed you.
I don't need your moral support. Your moral support would actually feel bad to me. It would make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Warden Boy showed up from
Leon, yeah. Yeah.
And Melli said, yeesh, that ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. No one asked you, fucking Melli. Get out of here. You're just sucking
rude.
the energy out of this. The summit camp.
What kind of moral support? What do you think moral support is? You're just shitting all over everybody. That's not helpful.
Get out of here. Yeah, let's get up there. So we're up here. We get the gang back together. They send us
to the summit.
Or we all start getting up towards the mountain.
Yeah.
We've slept the night. We're recovered. You're ready to set up a camp for us.
Yeah.
But now we got to get up there. Before we can get up the hill, you have to get through a little grotto.
Yeah. Grotto's right, yeah.
And inside we see an old friend. The master of mochi hour himself, Benny.
The potato mochi slinger, yeah.
I don't know. Have we ever talked about his little green mustache? I don't really understand it.
No. Because he's got a gray... What part of that beard is that? Just
Benny
under
is
his
an
chin,
old man,
but then
and he's got a little
goat,
like a chin beard. That's
gray. And then he's got a chin
creases.
strap. His profile is also bearded, but it's all neon green, and then the mustache is neon green. So he's specifically cultivating this look.
It's tough to figure out, but then I guess maybe he's hiding his secret identity, because it doesn't take long for him to say that. Well, he's actually there to run resistance for Commander Komodo.
Yeah, he is
up at the top of the mountain. I guess just gonna bare knuckle box Palkia.
I think so. Yeah, Benny reveals that secretly he's Komodo's right-hand man, and I'm also gonna give him a trainer banger. Benny.
You like it. He he whips off his mochi chef outfit, and he's like a Sheikah.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's Zelda. Yeah, he's got a cool ass... I just think he looks really cool.
Yeah.
He's got a little mask
a cool
on.
Ninja outfit. He's gets way more handsome.
Yeah, it's like a glow
got
up.
Good hair.
Flowing locks, cool all white ninja outfit with some
he's got this
neon green
onion
flare under it. Yeah.
He looks cool. And then you fight him.
Pretty decent team.
What did he have? I don't even remember. Let me
Miss Magius, Gardevoir, Sneasler, and Gallade.
Oh, absolutely crushed him. You think Slugs are going to worry about anything in that team?
The Miss Magius, I recall, was pretty good, but it's again I think he peeled off a couple of my Mon, but Driftblim took care of most of it.
Yeah, one of them was pretty tough, but I think I got through them all pretty quickly. And Irida's there to heal you up, so you can just march right up to your battle with Commander Komodo if you want. Sure enough, he's got his samurai plate armor on.
Yeah,
he fucking fight this thing.
Yeah, he I guess underneath his robe that he'd been wearing for the whole game, he has kind of a banging samurai outfit.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And he's trim. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice. He also fights you. He's got 4 Pokemon. They're all very easy.
Yeah,
especially if you have
this
an
one was
electric
nothing.
slug.
He's got the Braviary, a Golem, a Snorlax, and a Clefable. At least, though, I would say, like, you know, the levels for both of them were pretty comparable to where I was at.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah. I think so, too.
you
But
know,
I
low
had a super
60s.
effective move for all of both Benny's and Komodo's Pokemon, I think.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
It's nice to have a diverse set of slugs.
But his backstory,
battles like
his backstory was sort of that, like, I think Benny tells us that he and Kamado are from the same hometown, and it was like burned to the ground by
Oh, right.
enraged Pokemon. And they lost like friends and family and comrades, he says. And so they came to Hisui in order to build a new home where people could live free from like the tyranny of Pokemon. So
And
he's
marry
sort of
Pokemon.
like a colonialist. He's trying to like exterminate all these fucking Pokemon. Like, isn't that
Oh,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
it? Like he's
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have such an anti-Pokemon bent in the village. I'm on Team Komodo. I'm on Commander Komodo's side.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yeah, let's eradicate these things.
Soren is not on that side.
Oh, okay. I mean, all of them but the slugs. Obviously.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Beat Commander Komodo, and he drops to his knees.
Just begs for mercy.
Oh, right. Palkia's here, too. Palkia's just, like, patiently watching all this happen.
Yeah, and the, like, red chain doesn't take, right? Like, you
yeah.
throw it on there, and then, like, Palkia just, like, breaks it immediately, and then you just have, like, shards of it, and then
Thanks,
you have to
fucking
fight
Uxie,
Palkia.
Muxie, and Fuxie. Duckhead pieces of shit
fuckers.
fairies. Like, god damn it. Don't send a fairy in to do a slug's job. Tossed in Alpha EC Gastrodon, who's my ground build.
Oh,
I
the
just
ground build one?
love this thing.
Yeah.
So Irida explains to us at one point that you're to catch the Palkia. And in fact, Commander Komodo gives you a bunch of Ultra Balls too. So it's like the message could not be more clear. Like,
Very clear.
get up there and catch Palkia.
You
And I
need
just kept
Palkia
going
to,
up there
like-
and killing it.
Oh, you just kept KOing it?
Yeah, and then I'd come back down here and it's like, no. Catch Palkia. I was like, got it, kill Palkia.
Yeah, I one-shotted that. I just caught it on the first try.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to... I don't know that I also was, like, paying attention to the fact that you needed to catch it, but I was like, well, I'm going to try to catch it.
It has bones. My first instinct was like, I don't need that.
That thing's got a ton
But I
of
guess
bones.
I do need it to close the hole.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll catch it. After this break.
I didn't even fall for that one. Just happened naturally.
You sort of fell for it. Welcome back, Joshua. Welcome back, Bug Pioneers. We're an old Hisui! Still,
Hisui!
to this very day.
I don't know if we'll
And-
ever leave.
I don't know. What did we just do? Caught Palkia. Great.
Yeah.
Now I've got a Palkia. Now what?
The counterpart.
The counterpart.
Because they're like, oh,
Counterpart to what, you ask?
that red
Palkia.
chain thing didn't really work out. So Dialga appears, I forgot, before we go back to the summit camp. And they're like, you can't take that on too. Like, we actually need like some superior technology to take that thing on.
Dialga's my Tanny sweetie.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Why?
Because when Dialga appears out of the wormhole and Commander Komodo like had to grab Doug Farmer and drag him back, Dialga did its call, and I got a screenshot of it. Let me try to capture it.
Why don't you do it?
Googya gooba bagwa!
Googa gooba bagwa!
Googya gooba bagwa!
Yeah,
That's pretty
Dialga
good.
has a lot of really good sounds, I would say, that you hear in the battle that we have coming up
It's
as
cute.
well.
Little cutie call that Dialga has. Googya booga.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good choice. I still don't like the look of it much, but the sounds are very sweet.
Yes. And then we're not ready for this fight though yet. I probably was.
I think I probably could have done it, but for one reason or another, we need to find, what is it? Origin ore?
Oh yeah, we have to. So
We need to
May has to
fasten
make-
a special ball.
I don't think I had any part in it. I don't know anything about making balls. I think it was mostly Laventon and May.
Yeah, they've got a cockamamie scheme where they're like, oh, to deal with this thing, we gotta like make this new ball. And
Go
so we
find
have
me
to
some
go to the
ore, they said. And I said, what do
primeval
you
grow.
mean? And they're like, ore. I was like, I
got plenty
in my
of
pocket.
plenty of ore, and I got
You're
this
sending me
god of
mining?
time or space or whichever one it is.
Gotta be someone better than me for this. But it's not, because it turns out once you get to the, wherever we are, ore place,
Primeval Grotto.
the Fabulous Fortune sisters are here.
Oh yeah, the Misfortune.
So are Adaman
trio.
and Irida. It's the girls. They're here. The gals.
Thank God we got to see them again. Thank Arceus.
They're still mean as hell. They still
So
are just here
sassy.
to sow havoc and chaos and throw down.
Yeah,
They just
and
wanna,
you
like battle.
and you find out they have like a terse exchange with Adaman, I think, and they each were from clans originally. They, speaking of banishment, like they were sort of like, they were so rude that they were like banished from I think at least two of them are from Diamond Clan and Pearl Clan originally. So they've got like a history, but they're rogues.
I'm looking
you know?
at their outfits. I'm looking at their like bandit outfits to see if I can get any read on whether I recognize them as Diamond or Pearl Clan outfits. And then I realized I have no idea what Diamond and Pearl Clan outfits look like. So
Yeah, it's not super regimented, I would say.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they look cool as hell.
You fight Charm. She's got that Gengar and a Rhydon.
Absolutely.
That was easy.
Smoked them.
Yeah.
EC Gastrodon. Crushed them. My ground build. West Sea Gastrodon is my water build.
That was
taking
smart.
it
That
two
was pretty
directions.
clever of you to do that when you have the two.
Get the ore from these gals or behind them or whatever. May just takes it from us and makes the origin ball, which is like
Super casually.
a big red ball.
Like it's got a bunch of hexagons on it. It's cool.
And
It's
you
a cool
can
looking
use
ball.
the ball to catch the other one, Dialga.
Dialga, yeah.
So let's get back up that fucking hill.
Oof. For
What do we
the
get?
what becomes the final battle, the final
like,
showdown.
Frenzy Pokemon battle. Get up to the top.
You think, or I thought at least it was going to be like a normal Pokemon battle, but this thing like loses control when you get up there, and it turns into Origin form Dialga, which
For me.
that one makes some fun, cute sounds in the battle as well.
Go, 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 go. Oh, I sneezed. Hey! Whew, that made me sneeze doing the
Couldn't contain
Dialga
yourself.
impression that time.
And I do think Origin form is an upgrade.
Oh yeah, Butte.
Yeah, cool looking.
Absolute Butte. And then you have to do a fucking. Irida makes time bombs for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guess Dialga's the time one, right?
I think it must be the time one, and then I guess Palkia is the space one.
So you throw time bombs at this thing, and it's just like it's going buck wild.
Oh my god.
There's no avoiding it.
Yeah, this was tough. I actually struggled more with Avalugg still. That was my hardest one, but I think that this was 3 or 4 tries. However, fortunately,
Yeah, it took me a few turns.
in this case, it lets you, if you get knocked out, it lets you pick up somewhere around where you were, so you can like whittle it
always
down.
does that.
But the harder part
just
is
never
that
take
you
them
don't
up
get
on
to
it.
you don't get to battle them. So there's no like big way of whittling it down. You have to just like
Oh, you just got to hammer
grind
it
it
with
out.
bombs.
Oh
Yeah,
my
bomb
God.
pig.
and
Yeah.
that
and it's relentless. It just like keeps hammering you with attacks. So you got
and
to
they're
bomb pick it
all
up.
big area of effect. That blue wave one in particular, that got me the most.
I know it's like a Souls-like. You know?
Yeah.
What happened to my beautiful little kid franchise? Now I'm like dodging.
Yeah. I was
Oof,
dreading
I
it.
don't have the reaction speed to dodge.
No. Not in my age.
I popped the origin ball at this thing, caught it, and then trapped myself forever in an old Hisui.
Yeah, so the time space warp hole closes.
Mm.
And then you have like a big party.
The red
and
sky goes away.
Yeah, the matrix is
Clear
fixed,
blue skies.
and they just don't really I hope that this is part of the post game, but like they don't resolve where we're from and
Oh,
how can we ever get home now? I mean, Soren doesn't know, I guess, because he just, woke up in this body.
The very first thing that happened, the very last thing that happens when before the credits roll is Doug Farmer looked up at me at the camera and kind of gave a little smile and then turned around and walked towards the village. So I think he was telling me, Tanner Greenring, that like, it's going to be okay. It's time to let me go.
Yeah.
It's time to let me be where I belong.
These are my people now.
Wow, what a way to end the game. Divorce me from my own character. Bizarre,
yes, sever the connection to the modern world.
But I hope he's happy there.
I mean, the thing is, like, Doug Farmer could have just been like a loser in Sinnoh. And like here in Hisui,
Guy is super into slugs. I don't think so.
What were we talking about? Lost a couple minutes there. Sorry, my audio sounded weird.
We're pretty much done. The credits roll. You have a big party.
Oh, credits roll. We should probably talk about the slugs we brought into the final battle.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even have it. That's the weirdest part, is that we didn't actually get to throw down against Dialga.
Oh yeah, there wasn't.
We just did the
True,
RPG.
I mean, we did have to throw down against Komodo, Benny, and Palkia.
Yeah,
we should have done it then. Well, let's talk about the slugs we brought into the post. We're bringing into the post game and level check.
What slugs did Doug bring in?
Not a lot of movement this week. No new. I'm locked into this team of slugs. 100%.
100%
feeling
slugs.
good about every single one of them.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Slug starter, Alpha West Sea Gastrodon, level 64. Slug partner, Alpha East Sea Gastrodon, level 69.
Nice.
Rock harder, Alpha Steelix, level 68.
How do you like that?
It's
Steelix?
Good. It's just like a team player, you
Yeah.
know? It's not like I don't it's not at the front of my team, but it does the job. It's got some super effective moves that work against stuff every now and then.
Yeah. I like the look. I've always liked the look, but I've never really run one, I guess.
Duck Charger, Shiny Porygon-Z, level 68. Slime Armor, Alpha Gudra, level 62. And Hugs Water, Mythical Manaphy, level 64. That thing owns.
Good levels.
What about Soren? A lot of movement, a lot of new updates,
Nah.
a lot of new teammates.
Nah. Yeah, I kind of, I've been threatening to replace the Gudra, but I am liking it, and we're Gudra guys.
Oh yeah, the Gudra guys. Yeah.
So, no big movement. We've just got Philippus, the Samurott, 65. Amit, Drifblim, MVP still, even though it's only level 63.
So weird.
But
I like it, but it's just like so.
It's got good stats, and I've dumped so much grit
I guess
into
that
it.
is like you, stats hound.
Yeah, I mean the look is bad. But it throws its weight around. Bjarni, Luxray, level 66. Fran Gag, Toxicroak, level 66. Weirdly high level. I don't really remember why. Shurvaj, the Alpha Gudra. I guess it's Shurvaj 2, technically, because I replaced
I replaced
my
a number
Sliggoo.
of mine along the way. They all just got the same name.
Yeah.
It's like what was the movie with Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor where they were like clones at a clone farm that escaped?
Jesus.
For, like celebrities, and then Ewan McGregor went and found his like celebrity. Do you remember that?
No.
It was like 2003.
Is that like
I'm
the
looking it up.
island or something?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's what it was called?
Yes, it's The Island.
Wow,
2005. Scarlett Johansson. Ewan
I cannot
McGregor.
believe I remember the name. I've never seen that. I guess I just remember the
That's what
trailer.
it's not good. Michael Bay directed it.
No, it did not look good.
That's what Doug Farmer is like with Pokemon. He's just like, he's got like a bank of
Printed
like
'em.
organ Pokemon.
Yeah. That Alpha Gudra is level 64. Behemoth, the Alpha Cleavor, is level 64 as well. That was fun, the Cleavor. I like it. I still think it makes sense that... I found out you can get Caesar in this game as well, but...
It would be fun to run them both.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
boy.
idea.
We still got a lot of post-game, Joshua. Good teams. What else we get up to? Star count. I'm out of the...
Oh my God.
You know what? Fuck the system. I'm out.
I took a photo of this because I was like bragging last week about how I had so many updates to the Pokédex and like Pokemon that I caught that needed to be turned in once we were unbanished. 28 Pokemon caught, and I got like 25 grand. Many of them were new. Like You get even more bonus points for bringing in 20 Pokemon in a report. And I'm still like not cracking 8 on Star Check.
No,
I'm still somewhere mid level 7.
The blood moon is rising, Joshua, and with it come the scream of a million Unknown. We need a hero to come and save us tonight. It's Unknown Hunter D. Which is Doug. D is for Doug.
Yeah.
And
as we know,
I have no updates. I didn't see any more.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, good. Because I also did not. Damn it! That means that this was the week I could have tried to close the gap, but I'm still at 14.
You could have trumped me. Yeah, that's too bad.
No, I went into some weird new places in the Icelands in particular, and like I didn't see anything.
I guess we were pretty locked into cutscenes, though.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of time for scrabbling around.
Most of my like non-cutscene time was spent in Jubilife Village.
Yeah, me too.
I'll get back out there. Doug will get back on that Unknown hunt again. Yeah. Sorry, people of Hisui, you're just gonna have to put up with the Unknown screams tonight. I didn't see any.
Just like that chime cho. The dingalings and the Unknown screams.
All right. We're back, Joshua. Big Doug is back in town. And we're here to stay. I guess we're in charge of the Galaxy team now because everyone else is like unhinged.
Yeah,
on like leave.
I should, now that we're back, I should go check in if Kamado's gone, or like, can Soren just put his feet up on Kamado's desk and like
get arrested like that guy who put his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. All right, Joshua, that's it for us. That's it for episode 200.
Episode 200.
We're
Look at how far we've come.
In old Hisui forever. This is a branching alternate timeline like in Zelda. You're listening to like defeated Josh and Tanner, whose alternate personas get locked in old Hisui forever.
Yeah, I guess like this is it. I mean, it's episode 200. Is this it for the whole podcast? I mean, we're trapped.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we can talk about like updates in old Hisui, but it's probably going to be pretty sparse.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
really puts things in perspective.
Let's come back with at least 1 or 2 more episodes of updates from old Hisui before we throw in the towel.
I think we got at least 2. Obviously, the past 2 episodes, we have not done a good job of being able to predict what quests we're supposed to do. So I wouldn't call the next one. Maybe it's like a 2-part Chasing Waterfalls. I think
we're just in a 2-part Chasing Waterfalls. We're in the wind.
We're just going to see what we can get into. Yeah.
Meet me back here in 2 episodes, and then we'll swap notes.
Bug pioneers, just do what feels right. If you don't want to do...
you're the pioneer. You tap into that pioneer spirit.
Just get out there.
Get out there and like...
see what happens.
Forge, you know?
Yeah. So we'll see.
All right, Joshua.
We'll see what we get into. But join us for at least 2 more episodes.
That's it for us. That's it for old Hisui. That's it for Dialga and Palkia, both safely sealed away in balls for hopefully the rest of time, and nothing will ever unseal them or bring them into this world ever again.
Let's hope not.
Hopefully a giant like evil centipede doesn't follow them from like time hell or wherever they're from.
Yeah, it's also funny that or interesting that we did not see Almighty Sinnoh in this episode. The Arceus, the Lord. Doesn't he come back into play?
Sinnoh. They keep calling Palkia Sinnoh.
Do they? Is that like a Melli thing because he's an idiot?
I thought it was May calling him that, but I don't remember very well. It's ultimately not important because they're both sealed away in Doug Farmer's balls.
Whoa.
Hopefully for the rest of time. Like the Titans sealed away under the oceans.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, Joshua.
All right.
We've got a life to build in old Hisui.
Settling down.
Please. This has been Experience Share. It's a Pokemon podcast. My name has been DL Green. This has been Fialkia. Please do rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts, and do follow the podcast everywhere that you follow podcasts, and do follow us at EXP SharePod on X, Instagram, Threads, and we're on Reddit.
Yes. The subreddit is reddit.com/r/bugcatchers, and you can have some fun in there. Guess we'll have to rename it Bug Pioneers if we're trapped in Hisui forever.
For a lot of people listening to old episodes, that would probably be pretty confusing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Be a very Musk move, you know?
Yeah, just force it. And good luck to everyone figuring it out. Yeah. And you can also buy some merch at expsharepod.com.
Yeah. Oh, should we just slap up a shirt with Doug's slogan on it?
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Maybe go
just
check
some
by
raw
the time this
text.
is out.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, that's a good one. Doug's famous phrase. Nintendo can't slap us down IP infringement on that one, I would say.
I'd like to see them bring me to court for that one.
Yeah, see you in court.
All right, Joshua, I have to say goodbye now, and Alola, and
Alola.
so long.
Chip chip cheerio. And smell you later.